We're going to start this one off with a disclaimer. So don't come at us if we're wrong, but don't say we didn't warn you if we're right. Andre Snellings and Aaron Atide with you to give some big statements for the year that could win or lose you your league. So Dre,
yes,
fill in the blank for me. Don't be surprised if blank.
If Tyrese Haliburton is a top 10 fantasy play for the rest of the season.
What?
That's what I expected coming into the year, and he has not been himself all season until recently.
Yes.
In these last couple of weeks, he's starting to play like himself. He's been averaging more than 20, about 9 assists a game, but more importantly, about 50 fantasy points per game, which ranks as 10th in the NBA among players that have played more than one game over the last few weeks.
Oh, man, I don't know. Look, I have been extremely hard on Tyrese Haliburton on numerous shows this season based on what we saw from him last year. Not only based on what we're seeing this year, but this, like you were saying, this little run of form that he's on can give some fantasy owners a bit of hope. 24 points, 9 assists, 3 threes, like you were saying right there. Okay, let's move on to the next one.
Yes.
Don't be surprised if blank.
If Anfernee Simons is a top 10 scorer in the NBA for the rest of the season.
He's bringing the fire. Explain yourself.
So Simons is a scorer. That's what he does. He comes in and he shoots the rock. And coming into the season, I thought he was going to be a big scorer, but he's dealt with injuries all year. He hasn't been himself again until recently.
Wow.
In his last 5, he's averaging about 27 a game. And he has the talent to do that over like months at a time.
Yes.
And he's got the ultimate green light for the Trailblazers. Every time, in the fourth quarter especially, he brings the ball up, and it seems like he shoots a 3 about every possession.
Yeah, we were talking about the recent form of Hallie. Well, Simons is doing the same. 26.8, nearly 7 assists plus 5 threes on 51% shooting from D. That is as much of a shocker for a lot of basketball fans that might not be catching a lot of Blazer games. One last for me, don't be surprised if blank.
Don't be surprised if Victor Wembanyama is top 10 in the NBA in three-pointers for the rest of the season.
Oh, made. Three-pointers
made. Yes.
Okay.
But see, part of that reason he's taken a lot. In his last month, he's averaging, I think, 10.5 three-point attempts per game.
Yeah.
He's knocking down about 4 of them. He's made at least 4 threes in, I believe, 7 of his last 10 games.
Oh, it's incredible. The only way that someone can really be a part of that top 10 in threes made is if they have the brightest green light to do so. And you know what? Wemby's got that. Wembanyama's taken at least 6 threes in his last 27 games. He's shooting 36.7% while doing so. And that is where we hit our red light for today. But if you want more fantasy basketball notes and insight, make sure to head on over to ESPN.com/fantasy for all the information you need to take your league.